Now in 4 News Now, the Washington Huskies are your new Pac-12 champions. Highlights from the last Pac-12 championship game as we know it. And Wazoo and Oregon State take a big step to completing their 2024 football schedules. We'll show you who the Cougs are set to play next season.
We have more snow on the way. I'll help you plan your weekend hour by hour around it in your First Alert forecast. You're watching a special edition of 4 News Now.
And then you would expect punt it. Johnson makes a cut. Forget about that. Johnson, first down, slides down, and the Washington Huskies are going to win the final Pac-12 championship and punch a ticket to the college football playoff.
That was the clincher. The Washington Huskies are your 2023 Pac-12 champions, beating the Oregon Ducks 34-31 in Las Vegas. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Derek Dice. It was a back-and-forth affair between Washington and Oregon. With the win, though, UW is now on its way to the college football playoff. And as a Coug fan, it hurts me right in the heart. Sports director Julian Minnesone joins us here now. And Julian, the Huskies just really made a couple more plays than the Ducks here
that's
tonight.
right. The Pac-12 championship definitely lived up to the hype. You had the Heisman front runners and UW's Michael Penix Jr. and Oregon's Bo Nix, but it came down to the unlikely heroes in this game. Time for our play of the game. Washington with the ball at the goal line, leading by 3. Oregon needs to stop to get the ball back and possibly take the lead. Penix goes to Quentin Moore. Ever heard of him? Probably not, because it was his first touchdown of the year, and it's the biggest moment of his life. Now, Oregon would make it a game at the end. Bo Nix needs to score quickly, and they do. He finds Trayshawn Holden over the middle. He'll take it all the way, 63 yards, and somehow tiptoes and stays inbound for the score. Now, the refs would review it, but it was ruled a touchdown, and we are back to a 3-point game. Now, the Ducks would not recover an onside kick. That means Oregon needs a stop. Washington needs the first down, and just like you saw right there at the top of the show, running back Dylan Johnson, who had more than 100 yards rushing tonight, gets it done, and the Huskies win it 34-31. They are the first ever undefeated Pac-12 champs and likely on their way to a college football playoff. And while these two teams are off to the Big Ten this year, or next year, I should say, this might be the last Pac-12 championship game, at least for a couple years, while Washington and Oregon State kind of try to rebuild things, that's for sure.
But not necessarily the last one ever. As we learned this afternoon, the conference will keep going on past this season.
Yeah, and as today, Washington State and Oregon State revealed their plans for at least the next year. And Alex Crescenti is a guy who wants them to still competing at the highest level. Alex, what can you tell us about the latest on the Cougs and the Beavers?
Yeah, today, Washington State and Oregon State, the 2 remaining institutions in the conference, announced their scheduling partnership with the Mountain West Conference while still operating as the Pac-12. So don't throw away that gear just yet. Now, this is strictly for football only, as both WSU and OSU will play 6 Mountain West opponents next year, 3 at home and 3 on the road. However, all these games will be considered out-of-conference matchups, and neither school is eligible for the Mountain West Championship game. And while we don't have an exact schedule yet, we have a good idea of who the Cougs are going to be facing off against next year, with San Jose State and San Diego State already slated. Portland State's going to be the FCS opponent, and of course the Apple Cup will continue out at Lumen Field.
Going forward, it's all about building a playoff caliber team. That's the focus of every college football team at the Division I level, and those are the opportunities that our scheduling, alliance and partnership allows us to do, and that'll be the focus of the process going forward.
Now, there is still one more available date on the schedule for Washington State next year, as the university wants it to be against a Power 5 program in Pullman, and Texas Tech has been rumored to be that team. We're going to find out soon enough. Now, but this isn't the only big news for Wazoo today. Coming up later on sports, we're going to have the big announcement by quarterback Cam Ward, as he's going to be testing the NFL and transfer portal waters. Derek, send it back over to you.
And while this news does provide some stability to the Cougs football program, there's a lot of uncertainty surrounding Washington State's 14 other programs, which are still in limbo. Jordan Smith is in studio with that part of the story.
Well, assembling a football schedule for next season has been the top priority for the Cougs, and that makes sense. It's their biggest revenue earner, and football schedules are usually ironed out years in advance. But student athletes on, say, the baseball, rowing, swim, or even basketball teams are asking what's next. And unfortunately, there's still no definitive answer. Now, WSU Athletic Director Pat Shunn made a point to say that they are grinding away, trying to find a temporary home for these programs before next season. But again, that's going to take time, especially because Washington State still has to lock in that final game on their football schedule and iron out their TV deals. So with football leaning into the Mountain West for the upcoming season, it looks like the logical step would be to see if their other programs could follow suit. Chun made it seem like that's the direction Washington State could be heading, at least in the short term.
We are working on parallel tracks for all of our sports here at Washington State, and we're hopeful that those announcements can come out here shortly.
After all, the Mountain West boasts competitive programs for all the sports Washington State has to offer, and geographically it'd be the most economically feasible for these non-revenue sports. But what happens to TV deals with this short-term partnership? Chun says that's the next item to tackle on a growing to-do list.
We'll work with Oregon State through the conference to identify television opportunities and partners. As normal with traditional TV agreements, we'll control the rights to all of our home games. So we'll begin that process in short order as soon as we finalize our football schedules.
And Chun made it clear that Washington State is not joining the Mountain West. They will continue to operate out of the Pac-12 as they work to rebuild it. And I asked Chun if WSU would try this as a tryout period to see if the Mountain West programs would be a good fit to join the Pac-12. Chun kept his cards close to his chest, saying WSU is trying to position themselves in the most strategic way possible as the college sports landscape continues to change. In studio, Jordan Smith, 4 News Now.
Well, the first major snowfall of the season wreaked havoc on the roads, causing crashes and cars to slide off the roads across the inland Northwest. And while it has tapered off a bit, Chris, we know we have more snow on the way this weekend.
Yes, we have more coming tonight, another round tomorrow night, but it is peaceful right now. Take a look at this live view over the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. It is quiet. It has dried out, but boy, you can still see the icy roads right here in the downtown area. On our radar, the last of some showers have moved out of the region, but we're starting to see the hints of the next round of snow showing up in the Columbia Basin. Here's a look at our forecast radar. Starting off at the current time, it will not be long before the next round of wet weather begins moving in, probably right around midnight, in the form of snow. That is going to pick up in intensity overnight. Here's 4 a.m. and that's about the time things are really going to start going. You see some of this showing up as rain, but I think for the most part it's going to be snow in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, maybe some non-accumulating rain-snow mix around Ritzville and Moses Lake. So moderate snow through mid-morning. Here's 10 a.m. That's about the time we really start to dry out. Additional snowfall totals up to 8 inches in Sandpoint, 6 in Coeur d'Alene and Colville, 2 to 3 in the Spokane area through tomorrow afternoon. Our forecast temperatures, we're actually going to see these numbers increasing overnight. We'll be up above freezing by 4 a.m. Still cold enough to snow, but we'll start to see those temperatures then getting up into the mid-30s as we get into the afternoon. Here is noon, even some 40s on the map. So additional precipitation in the afternoon will most likely be rain. It is not going to be rain over the passes. Staying with the snow through most of the day on Sunday. Here are some of the additional snowfall totals expected. So very difficult pass travel. I'll be back with the second half of your weekend outlook. There's more wet weather to talk about in just a few minutes, Derek.
All right, Chris, and like she just said, the passes got hit with a good amount of snow. That's why the Washington Department of Transportation wants to remind you to obey all restrictions while going over the pass.
If it says traction tires required, that means traction tires are required. It's not recommended, it's a requirement. Our closure times would be vastly reduced if people would follow the restrictions.
The DOT recommends you stay off the road until conditions improve, but if you really need to go out, here are a few tips from defensivedriving.org to lower your chances of crashing this winter. Brake slowly, especially if you are skidding. Slamming on the brakes can cause you to spin out. Instead, pump your brakes gently so the car can slow down at a slow and deliberate rate. If the car in front of you, make sure you give it plenty of space. And remember, other people may not be familiar with the weather and may also have problems when it comes to speeding up and slowing down. Finally, give yourself more time to get to wherever it is you need to go. For more tips, you can find this story on our website, KXLY.com. All right, still ahead, Ferris High School's woodshop class transformed into Santa's workshop. Coming up, what kind of toys they're making for families in need. And 49 Degrees North will be opening for the season tomorrow with some new amenities. We'll show you what's new on the slopes up in Chewelah next.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY Plus. KXLY, celebrating 70 years on the air.
Stay safe while traveling this winter. Before you head out, trust the First Alert weather team to pinpoint the safest times to go and exactly what to expect. 4 News Now First Alert weather on air, on the app, and streaming on KXLY Plus.
It's time to jumpstart your New Year's resolutions this week at Move Fitness with a special Enroll Now $24 offer to get you moving more in 2024. Move Fitness.
If you're going to work out doing this, then you've just got to do this. The 10-minute tummy tuck to slim away double the belly fat. That's right. Now you can turn regular diet and exercise into 2 times more effective. So if you're going to do this, then you've got to do this to get twice the fat slimming.
It's just disappeared. The fat is gone. I've never had a waist this size. Never. And with the tummy tuck, it's easy.
You simply apply the thermal accelerator, slide on the tummy tuck belt, do 2 minutes of tummy tightener exercises, and in 10 minutes, you can take it off. And the tummy tuck ignites a fat-burning chain reaction that lasts for hours, even while you're doing nothing. Yes, just watch this time-lapse thermal imaging. After the belt is taken off, the temperature continues to rise for over 3 hours. And best of all, you don't have to wear the belt when you exercise. Just do the tummy tuck in the morning, then exercise whenever you want.
It's so amazing. I can't get over it. The fat is disappearing.
And it's so effective, it works even without changing your lifestyle.
I didn't change a single thing about my lifestyle. I did not change my eating habits, nothing.
Just look at this state-of-the-art ultrasound imaging showing the tummy fat layer is being slimmed away.
This is the slimmest I've been. I've never had results like this.
My stomach is so much flatter now. It worked.
And now, for just $19.99, you can try the Tummy Tuck, which comes in 3 flexible fit sizes to fit small to big tummies. Plus, the Thermal Accelerator Cream and the step-by-step video and guide, all for just $19.99. Plus, the Tummy Tuck is guaranteed or your money back.
This actually did work. It definitely worked. You're getting what you were promised.
It's real. The fat has fallen off. It's gone.
So call now.
Call 1-800-293-1637 or log on to 10minutetummytuck.com. That's 1-800-293-1637. Call now.
Welcome back. Today's snow is great news for area ski resorts. 49 Degrees North in Chewelah opens up tomorrow. The resort added a new building to make room for more skiers and snowboarders this year. Peter Choi shows us what you can expect at 49.
Ski season is finally here. Local businesses, including here at 49 Degrees North, are getting ready to welcome skiers and snowboarders. And you know what that means? It's the start of economic boost for this community.
Dashing through the snow. Crews on snowcats are busy plowing for the new ski season.
We're thrilled, and the town is too.
The resort is introducing new ski runs and adding snowmaking machines. Plus, a 7,000 square foot extra space is ready for you.
For this season, it's going to be open seating. It's got great lighting. It's got great views. It's a beautiful building. It's nice and warm, and it's going to allow us to seat more people throughout those busy days.
More customers means a stronger economy for the town.
There's more job opportunities for people in the area. It gives us the opportunity to be more competitive with pay. So those are all things that really benefit the region.
Partnering with 49 Degrees North.
It's a win-win situation.
The Mystiqua Hotel is also finishing up construction right now.
Economic development with our partnership with 49 Degrees North will definitely bring the traffic that's needed to the valley.
The new hotel will have 69 rooms, ski locker rooms, and a shuttle service. Is expected to open early next year.
This is the time of year that we look forward to. This is when all of our friends and family come and visit. They show up in droves, and the energy it's palpable. You can feel it in the air.
In Chewelah, Peter Choi, 4 News Now.
All right, Lookout Pass is also opening this weekend. The resort announced it's opening on Sunday. No word yet on what trails will be open. The company says all of that will be in this Sunday's snow report, so check it out before you head up. All right, yeah, a lot of people getting jazzed, though, about the upcoming ski and snowboard season. I know you are, for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yes, we're going to lose a little bit of that snow next week, but there's more to come. Here's a look at some of the snowfall totals from around the region today. Cheney, almost 5 inches of snow. 4.5 in Chattaroy, officially at the airport in Spokane, 3.3, 3.3 in Moses Lake, and 3 in Newport. There is more to come. I'll explain in your forecast after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
The all-new Bet Ahead feature is now live at Caesars Sportsbook, located inside Spokane Tribe Casino. Make your picks online from anywhere before you place your cash bets. Only at Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
I'm Chad Young from theeasyhomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With theeasyhomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
It's time to jump into the gym and get your New Year's resolution started with a special Enroll Now $24 offer this week at Move Fitness.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Now get 2.9% APR financing for 60 months on Rogue, or get a low $399 per month lease on Frontier. Better hurry. These offers won't be back in stock.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
CWX.
you're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
Celebrate the season with a Very Merry MeTV. We're spreading holiday cheer with Very Merry MeTV episodes and specials all throughout the season. Go to MeTV.com for all the Very Merry MeTV details.
A Merry MeTV. Watch over the air in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene on MeTV 4.2.
The all-new Bet Ahead feature is now live at Caesars Sportsbook, located inside Spokane Tribe Casino. Make your picks online from anywhere before you place your cash bets. Only at Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
4 News Now. Expect more on air, online, and on the app.
Checking out conditions in Coeur d'Alene and Sandpoint, looking pretty good. No snow in progress, at least at US 2 and Boyer, US 95 and Hanley, but roads are wet. You could tell they have been treated. Sidewalks covered with snow. There's more snow coming, especially to the Sandpoint area. Your forecast for tonight: more snow on the way. We'll hit that overnight low of 26 degrees right about midnight, and then our temperature will be increasing through the night. Winds will also be increasing, and that is something that may have gotten a little bit lost in all of the snow coverage, is that our winds are going to be an issue tomorrow morning, particularly on some of those north-south highways where you are prone to blowing and drifting snow. 30-mile-per-hour gusts possible tomorrow. That high of 37 will hit that in the afternoon. Current winds around the region generally fairly light. We do have 10-mile-per-hour winds in Spokane, but it's calm in Moses Lake and Sandpoint. Here is our wind forecast. These are the gusts, so fairly quiet right now, but they're going to be picking up as a cold front makes its way through. We're looking at temperatures winds gusts in excess of 30 miles per hour tomorrow morning. That's when those winds are going to be peaking, and then they'll start to relax a little bit in the afternoon. But it is going to be a breezy day, so not an especially pleasant day to be out and about. Our chance of precipitation 90% at 9, but then it drops almost immediately. It's down to 0 for the rest of the day. We do have another round of wet weather coming in starting late Saturday night and through the day on Sunday. Possibly some snow at first, but our snow level is really starting to jump. Right now it's about 1,300 feet, but it's going to be right about the top of the South Hill as we get into mid-morning tomorrow, eventually above the Spokane area Saturday afternoon, and then we're up around 6,000 feet on Sunday. So if we see a little bit of snow mixing in the morning, it won't be around for long, and we're going to be melting some snow as we get into especially the day on Monday. So make your snowmen now and take a picture of it because it's not going to be around much longer. We're going to stay in the 40s through most of the rest of next week with overnight lows on many of the nights above freezing. In fact, 39 Tuesday night and into Wednesday with a lot more rain. Looks like Tuesday will be especially wet. Then we start cooling down again as we get into the end of next week. We'll be right about average, it looks like, heading in to next weekend. Derek?
All right, Chris, thanks so much. Well, Ferris High School's woodshop class has turned into Santa's workshop. Students are currently building hundreds of toys for the Christmas Bureau, a local nonprofit that provides holiday help to families in need. Marissa Rio shows us what those students are making and what they get out of helping others.
I'm here with Garrett Moser, and we are using a drill press. Students use this drill press to drill holes into wood. They would use this when they're making cars or pens. From cutting with different saws, to sanding, to even torching the wood. These students do it all. They start from scratch.
But it starts out as a block, and then there's a pattern, and you have to cut the side.
And eventually make toys like these. Last year, the class also made toys for the Christmas Bureau.
We kind of just carry it on this year, so hopefully it'll be an annual thing.
This Christmas, he and his students are making toy cars.
That took me about a week, I'd say.
Reindeer, tabletop spinners, and more.
Not only is it great for the little kids because then they get toys, but we also get experience making the toys. And they are something fairly quickly so that we can make a bunch of them, and it's very easy. So it hones our skills.
Mr. Mead says this is a project to help students develop their skills before moving on to bigger projects. It helps build their resume if they want to pursue trades as a career. Plus, they also get to make a child's day.
That it comes from the heart. It's not something that they have to do, it's something they want to do.
So you may not see elves or Santa, but there is Mr. Mead and his students making families' Christmas a little bit merrier, one toy at a time. Reporting in Spokane, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's time to light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles and get special offers on our adventure-ready SUVs or on our great selection of Ford trucks. Make the holidays bright at your local Ford dealer.
It's time to jumpstart your New Year's resolutions this week at Move Fitness with a special Enroll Now $24 offer to get you moving more in 2024. Move Fitness.
Bounced from one doctor to the next. Did they even send my lab work? Wait, was I supposed to bring that? Then there's the forms, the bills, the NADA bills, the... Press forward and repeat these options.
Healthcare can get a whole lot easier when your medical records, care, and coverage are in one place. At Kaiser Permanente, all of us work together for all that is you.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Now get 2.9% APR financing for 60 months on Rogue, or get a low $399 per month lease on Frontier. Better hurry, these offers won't be back in stock.
Wow, it's literally the color of Santa's sleigh.
If I was Santa, this would be my sleigh.
So you just drive across the ocean?
I don't know. Maybe some of us still believe in a little thing called Christmas magic, so... Well, there you go.
Enter to win a shiny red Porsche. Grand prize drawing December 28th, only at Northern Quest.
Being there. Pass it on.
It's time to light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles and get special offers on our adventure-ready SUVs or on our great selection of Ford trucks. Make the holidays bright at your local Ford dealer.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Well, what you're looking at here is the locks being changed on former Representative George Santos's office shortly after being expelled from the House of Representatives. Santos is only the 6th person in U.S. history to be voted out of Congress, with the last one being in 2002. Santos leaving the House floor before the vote.
I no longer have to answer a single question.
105 Republicans and 206 Democrats voted to remove Santos, with 8 representatives, including Eastern Washington's Cathy McMorris Rodgers, choosing not to vote. Santos was ousted after allegedly misusing campaign funds for personal expenditures. The Department of Justice brought 23 felony charges against Santos for alleged crimes like wire fraud and identity theft. Santos pleaded not guilty. A special election will be held soon to fill his seat. Justice Sandra Day O'Connor, the first woman ever appointed to the Supreme Court, has died. She was appointed by Ronald Reagan and sat on the bench for nearly 25 years. She cast a decisive vote on issues ranging from affirmative action to the death penalty for minors to abortion. She also voted to stop the recount in Florida during the 2000 election, allowing George W. Bush to become the 43rd president.
Well, we wish we could go through life not deciding cases that cause anguish among a wide percentage of our citizens, but that isn't always going to be.
She retired in 2005 to care for her husband, who'd been diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. In 2018, O'Connor revealed she, too, had been diagnosed with dementia and withdrew from public life. The retired justice wrote that she was grateful for her countless blessings and experiences, including helping to break the glass ceiling.
Right to vote, for heaven's sakes. And in my lifetime, I have seen unbelievable changes in the opportunities for women. I think it's important that women are well represented, that it is not an all-male governance, as it once was.
Sandra Day O'Connor was 93 years old. Coming up, the Spokane hospitality community comes together to care for each other. See how they stepped in when help was needed the most after the break.
Live stream KXLY+ on the 4 News Now app.
Open enrollment is here. Visit the Washington Health Plan Tour December 1st at the Downtown Ag Parade from 5 until 8 p.m. Navigators are available to answer questions and to help you sign up for your new healthcare plan.
More turkey than you can handle? Cut the calories and shop the extended Black Friday Super Sale at Furniture Row. That's more days to find huge savings store-wide. More days to shop special purchases. And best of all, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. And decorating your entire home just got easier with 4 years, no interest financing. But hurry, the extended Black Friday Super Sale at Furniture Row ends Thursday.
I'm Chad Young from theeasyhomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With EasyHomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
It's time to jumpstart your New Year's resolutions this week at Move Fitness with a special Enroll Now $24 offer to get you moving more in 2024. Move Fitness.
From the creators of the award-winning Broadway hit $1 Million Quartet comes a brand new holiday musical, $1 Million Quartet Christmas. Ring in the season with Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, and Jerry Lee Lewis. $1 Million Quartet Christmas the Musical.
2 performances December 23rd at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
We are here in Israel, a nation at war. The worst attack in 50 years. Israel waging a fierce bombardment of Gaza.
When it matters most, America turns to David Muir and ABC's World News Tonight.
Open enrollment is here. Visit the Washington Health Plan Finder Tour December 3rd at the Spokane Valley Mall Food Court from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. Navigators are available to answer questions and to help you sign up for your new healthcare plan.
Welcome back. Well, there is plenty of snow on some area roads tonight. If you're heading out tonight, give yourself plenty of time. Temperatures back below freezing and the roads could be icing up. You want to take it slow all weekend long because we have more snow on the way, right, Chris?
Yes, we do. And I think some of the worst roads are right here outside the station, judging by the cameras I've been checking around the region. Take a look at the time lapse from right here at 500 West Boone Avenue. It was coming down pretty good throughout the afternoon, and that snow isn't going anywhere. Boy, it gets super icy right there at that intersection on Boone, right in front of the arena. Be careful if you are down here. Let's take a look at our situation right now. Still have icy roads. They're coming out of the Spokane Civic Theater right now after a musical. Hopefully everybody's driving safely. The radar is quiet, almost. We see the last of this snow moving out and starting to see the next round just beginning to develop, and that's going to be moving into the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area just here in the next hour and a half or so. Here's a look at our forecast snowfall totals for this next round. This is just the computer model simulation, but it gives you an idea. We're going to see some of our heavier totals up in the panhandle of Idaho and in the Northeast Mountains in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. I think we'll see a little bit more than what we're seeing here with this next round of snow. Could be closer to 4 inches in the Coeur d'Alene area. In your Saturday planner, though, that snow will be tapering off mid-morning. We're hitting a high temperature of 37 degrees. It is going to be a breezy day. We'll do a little bit of melting and then a lot of melting in the 7-day forecast. We've got some wet and warm weather to tell you about in just a few minutes, Derek.
All right, Chris, thanks so much. Well, Spokane Hyundai is hosting a free event tomorrow and Sunday to help prevent break-ins and thefts in its vulnerable models. If you have a 2011 to 2022 Hyundai that uses a standard key, you can bring it in to Hyundai of Spokane on East Sprague in the Valley this weekend, where you can get a free software update to help protect your car from theft. No appointment is needed, and installing the update should only take about 30 minutes. The event is from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. tomorrow and Sunday. You can check if your make and model needs that update in this story on KXLY.com. Well, earlier this year, a local chef nearly went blind. Unable to work or make rent, he says he was hesitant to reach out for help. But thanks to the local food service industry, he didn't have to. Bronte Sorotsky has the story of a chef who's getting a helping hand.
When local chef Mike Bosch was diagnosed with diabetes and lost vision, he also lost work. He says this put him in a dark place emotionally. But the local food industry here is tight-knit and say they weren't going to let him go through this alone.
Permanently blind on my right eye now, and they are currently working on my left eye to get it back seeing again.
Chef Mike started experiencing this blindness last March. Being unable to work or drive really brought him down.
When you feel like you're alone, being blind, changes a lot of things.
But Chef Mike wasn't alone. His friends in the restaurant industry were ready to step in to help. He used to work with Nick DeCaro at Island Style.
It hit close to home when Mike Bosch had health issues. He was working with us part-time.
That's why back in July, they held a fundraiser to help Chef Mike while he's out of work.
We stopped traffic at least 6 or 7 times on Division with people waiting to get in.
And they aren't the only ones in Spokane lending Chef Mike a helping hand. You might also recognize him from the Spokane Cookbook. Proceeds from this book go right back to the people in the hospitality industry, like Mike, facing hardship.
Like something emotional or financial, Big Table steps in and helps them out.
Ari Nordhagen, the book's author, says she loves knowing that people featured in her book earn something too. Some proceeds from the book go to Big Table, which helps our local food industry workers.
It's a great feeling knowing that this book that I just thought was like a little passion project of mine is doing something for the people that are in it.
Chef Mike will be cooking again very soon and will be selling lumpia here at Island Style Grill next Wednesday. Reporting in Spokane, Bronte Sorotsky, 4 News Now.
So cool to see all that love. Well, still ahead, the Cougs starting quarterback is leaving WSU. Who's in line to take over? That's coming up in sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
This Christmas, treat yourself or a loved one to a new vehicle from Finley. With delayed payments for up to 90 days and bigger than normal trade-in values for your old ride, giving you plenty of reasons to upgrade to a new RAV4, Tacoma, or Tundra truck. And if you're looking for a certified pre-owned vehicle, we've got lots of great choices for everyone.
I'm looking for something sporty and fast.
Don't you have somewhere to be?
Ho, ho, ho!
Hi, it's me, Anthony Sullivan. And yes, you've actually caught me at home relaxing because life's been pretty worry-free since I got coverage with American Residential Warranty. You won't believe what ARW covers. Heating and air conditioning, washers and dryers, kitchen appliances, plumbing, water heaters, electrical systems, flat screens and laptops, even pools and spas, and so much more. Call American Residential Warranty. They'll get you covered.
1-800-219-4161. Fred Meyer gives you so many ways to save. On top of our lower than low prices, enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Plus, our weekly sales will keep your budget merry and bright. So get rewarded and save. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Alien tape is strong enough to hold this fishbowl on a moving car. Just peel and stick and make anything stay in place quick. A wooden shelf, a basket to glass, rugs to the floor, and so much more. Alien tape sticks to brick, pavers, marble, tile, plastic, even leather. Nothing works better. Alien tape secures in seconds, then twist, pull, and rinse to reuse. You're dying to try it. Here's your chance to buy it.
Call 1-800-309-0093 or go to tryalientape.com. That's 1-800-309-0093.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call SWAP. I gotta call SWAP.
Here you go.
That's it? I'm calling them.
You forgot your check.
Craig Swap & Associates is on your side. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
All right, welcome back to this special edition of 4 News Now. Hopefully you weren't surprised by all the snow today, because if you were, you haven't been paying attention to Chris Crocker, who's been warning us for days now.
Yes, we did try to make a point to have you prepared for this snow, and we're not quite done with the snow. Here are 4 things to know about your weather. Today is a weather alert day. I think that panned out pretty well. We're going to keep the chance of snow going overnight tonight and into Saturday morning. It's going to be a windy morning with wind gusts in the 30-mile-per-hour range. Then those will die down. Dangerous pass travel. We are not even close to being done with the snow in the passes. We're still measuring the snow in feet over Stevens and Snoqualmie. And then we get into a slushy Sunday, the snow level on the increase. Here's a look at your weekend forecast. So windy tomorrow. I've got some rain mixed in with the snow. I think by the time it's warm enough to be a rain-snow mix, we're going to be dry, and then we'll start cooling down again. 28 for Sunday morning, with another round of wet weather that may start off as snow, but it will not stay as snow. I think we'll see mostly snow on Saturday, mostly rain on Sunday, with that high temperature of 42 degrees. Let's go through 48 hours of the computer model. It'll give you a better idea. So the snow coming in tonight, that is really going to pick up in intensity tomorrow morning between 8 and 9 o'clock. Here's 10 a.m. and we're starting to really dry out. We'll get a nice long break during the day on Saturday. It's going to be windy though, so not a particularly pleasant day. By midnight Saturday, we bring in more wet weather. Could be a little bit of a rain-snow mix. Here's Sunday at 7 with snow in the northern valleys, a rain-snow mix around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, and then it turns all to rain right about the time it begins drying out again. 1 o'clock on Sunday, we dry out and should stay dry for a little while before the next system comes in on Monday. We have a winter weather advisory for the area shaded in purple on your screen. That goes until 4 o'clock on Saturday. It is a winter storm warning for the mountain areas, and that goes until 4 o'clock on Sunday. So still heavy mountain snow and difficult pass travel. Tomorrow's winds, these are the sustained winds. They're going to be peaking right in that 8 to 11 o'clock range, 23-mile-per-hour sustained winds with wind gusts up around 30 miles per hour. Don't plug in the inflatables until later in the day. If you've got a snowman, I don't think they like that windy weather. It's all rain by the time we're into Monday. Tuesday, snow level up around 7,000 feet, so that takes it up to the highest peaks of our local mountains. More rain coming the middle of next week, and it looks like we may start to cool down a little bit, back closer to average by Friday, a week from today, Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. Well, this is a look at Cowley Park just outside of Sacred Heart Children's Hospital. It is once again lit up for the holidays. Today's snow adds to the magic of the lights. While you can drive by or even walk through the park to enjoy the lights, the inspiration for making spirits bright are the children in the hospital who can look down and see all of those lights. In tonight's Air 4 Adventure, we give you a view from above.
We've been doing this 7 years. This got started by Mark coming in the store and saying, I've got this idea.
I get a call from Children's Miracle Network. Is there any way to light the lights in the park? We got a bid to light up the hospital, but they wouldn't even be able to see that. And she goes, but we have these trees right outside. I see them. Any way we could light those up?
I was thinking a few lights and a couple trees in the park. I didn't imagine something this grand.
All right, are you ready? All right, get your hand on there. Remember, you got to push it really hard. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, go! Merry Christmas! We're lighting up the lights at Cowley Park. It is absolutely amazing. Lovely, and all around the park, all the ground display. It is absolutely beautiful.
It is so special when someone's walking through the park, especially if they're, having a rough day up there. There's always stories every year of someone coming down in the park and making comments, whether they've had a bad day up there, whether it's a staff member, a family, someone who's been let out of the hospital and then get to go home and they stop and look at the lights on the way by.
So Avista supplies trucks and men to put the lights up into the trees. ACE is supplying 90% or more of the lights. Horizon Credit Union supplies 20 people. It's the volunteers to make it happen, and they love it. This year, the Gingerbread House is a standout. Looks absolutely perfect. Clearwater Summit had all their guys on it. This year, we're also going to have a tree dedicated to those affected with breast cancer. And one of the gals that's been with us for 7 years passed away a couple months ago, Pamela Wilmering, and we're dedicating that tree to her and all those. For the 7th year, from Cowley Park, I'm Mark Peterson, 4 News Now Extreme Team, hoping and wishing that we are truly making spirits bright.
Looks so cool. Hopefully you can get down and see it sometime soon. Well, Washington State finally has an idea of what their football schedule might look like next season.
Yeah, we take a look at the games that are confirmed and the details Wazoo needs to iron out before kickoff next fall. Coming up in sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Bounce from one doctor to the next. Does it have to be like this?
At Kaiser Permanente, we have a different kind of health care.
So, how did you like that?
Where all of us work together for all that is you.
This Christmas, treat yourself or a loved one to a new vehicle from Finley. With delayed payments for up to 90 days and bigger than normal trade-in values for your old ride, giving you plenty of reasons to upgrade to a new RAV4, Tacoma, or Tundra truck. And if you're looking for a certified pre-owned vehicle, we've got lots of great choices for everyone.
I'm looking for something sporty and fast.
Don't you have somewhere to be?
Ho, ho, ho!
Hello, I'm William Shatner, and you may not know this about me, but years ago, I was diagnosed with a sleep disorder. And like millions of others, I was prescribed sleep equipment. Did you know sleep equipment manufacturers recommend daily cleaning? That's why I use SoClean 2. It's the perfect complement to my daily routine, and it's hassle-free. SoClean 2 is fast and easy. It keeps my sleep equipment fresh every day without the need for disassembly. To keep the immune system strong, we should do everything we can to ensure a good night's sleep, including using the SoClean 2 daily to keep sleep equipment fresh. Try SoClean 2 risk-free for 30 nights. Order now and get $50 off. SoClean 2 is so fast and gives you peace of mind that your sleep equipment is fresh each time you use it. Call the number on your screen or go to SoClean2.com to take advantage of this risk-free trial and get $50 off. Call now.
Idaho Public Television and PBS Kids offer a wide range of resources to help your children learn and grow while at home, including apps, games, and the PBS Kids channel stream, all for free. There are additional age-appropriate resources at our PBS Kids for Parents site, too. Sign up for a daily newsletter that offers activities and tips. PBS Learning Media is also a great tool for teaching at home. You'll find all of these resources and more at idahoptv.org/kids.
Not attorney spokesperson. This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by Nightline Legal. Cases assigned on a random basis to participating law firms. If you or a loved one were stationed at Marine Corps Base Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987 and were later diagnosed with cancer, Parkinson's disease, or other serious health effects, call right now.
Call 1-800-435-6817.
The 4 News Now First Alert Weather app. Download or update it today.
Well, Washington State finally has an idea of what the football schedule will look like next season. Welcome into sports. I'm Julian Minnesone. Wazoo and Oregon State have agreed to a partnership with the Mountain West Conference. The Cougars and Beavers will each play 6 games against the Mountain West, 3 home games and 3 away games. This does not include games that were previously scheduled against the Mountain West teams. Washington State and Oregon State will not be eligible for the Mountain West championship game, but they will pay $14 million to the Mountain West as part of the deal. As of now, this agreement is only for 1 season. WSU and OSU have a 2-year grace period to operate as a 2-team conference while they figure out their futures. This is what the tentative schedule will look like for next year. WSU, as I mentioned, had 2 previously planned games against Mountain West schools, San Diego State and San Jose State. Then you have the 6 games as part of the agreement with the Mountain West, the Apple Cup at Lumen Field against Washington, and a road game against Oregon State. This leaves 1 spot open. Reports say Texas Tech is in the mix. WSU wants to play a power conference opponent in Pullman. That will be the goal moving forward. Now we bring in Alex Crescenti. And Alex, the Cougs, as you saw, have a skeleton of a schedule, which is a big step. The next big question is who's going to be quarterbacking this team? You know, the short answer, the quick answer is we don't know, because about as soon as the Apple Cup ended, there were rumors circulating that quarterback Cam Ward is going to be hitting the transfer portal, and today he confirmed those rumors. Ward announced earlier this morning he's going to be declaring for the 2020 2024 NFL Draft while also putting his name in the transfer portal. Either way, a big payday coming his way. It's going to be well-deserved. In 2 seasons in Pullman, he threw for nearly 7,000 yards and 48 touchdowns. Not bad for a kid that was playing at the FCS level just 2 years ago. However, with all the success comes a lot more teams wanting in on that action, and head coach Jake Dickert says this isn't exactly a surprise.
There has been great conversation with Cam and his family for a long time. Okay, we always knew this was going to be the destination of what he was going to be doing. Right? This is not a shock. This is not a surprise. We have always supported Cam. We support Cam in his decision today, and we support Cam in his efforts going forward. Cam wants to play in the NFL. I think he has all the tools to do it.
Now, as for who's going to be taking over the reins at the quarterback position next year, well, right now that's going to fall on redshirt freshman John Mateer. Now, he appeared in 11 games this season, scoring 5 touchdowns, but Dickert says they're not just going to hand the job over to him, so expect them to go to the portal, maybe find someone to challenge Mateer for that starting role in 2024. Julian, send it over to you. Thanks, Alex. Now, it was like a script from a movie. Oregon and Washington for the Pac-12 championship. 2 of the biggest brands in the conference. And as we know it, for the final time, the winner earns a spot in the college football playoff. The game also featured the 2 frontrunners for the Heisman Trophy, UW quarterback Michael Penix Jr., Oregon quarterback Bo Nix. Penix and the Huskies strike first. Running back Dylan Johnson rumbles ahead for 6. Washington takes a 10-0 lead. But the Ducks did not go quietly in this game. Nix answers. He's going to go to Terrence Ferguson, who makes the one-handed grab in the end zone for the touchdown. Now, UW led by 10 points at halftime, but out of the break, the Ducks get it going. Jordan James goes seemingly untouched into the end zone to give the Ducks the lead, but that wouldn't last long. Huskies answer. Johnson takes over at the goal line, his 2nd score of the game, as Washington goes back in front. Now, 3 minutes to go. It'll be Penix. Goes through the air when he needs it the most to Quentin Moore. First touchdown of the season, and it came in the biggest moment. It gives the Huskies some cushion there. Now, the Huskies with the ball leading by 3. They need a first down to win this game. Oregon needs a stop. Johnson, who had 122 yards on the night, clinches the Pac-12 title for the Huskies. Washington is the first Pac-12 team to go undefeated in conference play. The Huskies are now on their way, likely to the college football playoff after the 34-31 win.
My Husky buddy Ryan texted me right at the beginning of the show and said, did that hurt to say Washington are the Pac-12 champions? Yes, it did.
Well, not all the spotlight was lost as WSU. At least they have a schedule seemingly moving forward, at least for next year.
Hey, and volleyball got an opening round win in the NCAA tournament.
We're going to talk about that at 11 o'clock. Stick around for that.
All right, more news after this. Don't go away.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
This right here is confidence in a bottle. It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
This Cyber Week is the best time to try Plexiderm at our starter price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Did you know Idaho high school seniors graduating next spring are eligible for up to $8,000 in grant money for career training and education through Idaho Launch? Funds can be used to cover the cost of apprenticeships, job training, community college, and university programs that lead to in-demand careers. Funds are limited. Apply today. Students choose their own path, and Idaho Launch helps pay for it. Idaho Launch. Support in every direction.
However you do the holidays, do it together in the Chevy that's right for you. The strong and capable Chevy Silverado, the award-winning Chevy Equinox, or the all-new Chevy Trax. This holiday season, do more together in a new Chevy. Or qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $249 a month. Or get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models.
Welcome to your KXLY Plus live update.
Expect even more from KXLY Plus.
It is 4 o'clock. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
Live updates from the 4 News Now team. Breaking news as it happens.
That front comes in, gusty winds come with it.
Weather every 10 minutes.
Best chance of rain will really be from noon on.
Free on your time. Download the app, connect to your streaming TV, and connect with 4 News Now on KXLY Plus. That's what we mean when we say expect more.
Here's some updated snowfall forecasts for now through Sunday. Most of the snow that you see there is going to be falling overnight into tomorrow morning, with the exception of around Sandpoint, Colville. You'll get some Sunday night or Saturday night as well.
There's going to be a lot of shoveling and snow plowing of driveways over the next little while.
Yes.
All right, we'll see you like in an hour for Nights Out.